Elliot Ares writes, "It is well known that Hunger Games director Gary Ross left production for Catching Fire because the studio didn't want to give him the time he requested. With Catching Fire breaking box office records, did this prove the point that a film can indeed be fast-tracked to release and still result as a terrific finished product? I.e. Star Wars Episode VII really doesn't need a 2016 release date? Or was this a unique case in that the film was already an existing defined story?"
Dennis, you want to start us off on this one?
I don't believe that it proves anything. It just means that in this particular case it worked. And I respect Gary Ross. If he feels like as a director he didn't have enough time, then I think given who he is and that he's an established director, we should give him the benefit of the doubt. That doesn't mean another director can't come in with the same given timeline and do a fantastic job. Directors work differently, you know. Some people want to, you know, work through the script more, and some people don't. And it, for a franchise like the Hunger Games, yeah, the reason why it could do that is because that the machine is already in place. It's like these Marvel movies. Why there's so many Marvel movies coming out? They have all the marketing team. They have all these things set in place, and so Hunger Games: Catching Fire could do that. The reason why Star Wars can't do that is because they haven't made a movie since, when was the last movie?
2005, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, and it's a whole different production now. It's not George Lucas, it's J.J. Abrams, and they're almost like starting from scratch. So I think that's why that's a situation where you can't just fast track it.
Schnapp?
Well, I would compare like Francis Lawrence, who did this sequel, to Brett Ratner, who came on when Matthew Vaughn left.
Right.
The X-Men. Because he said...
when Bryan Singer left.
Well, Matthew Vaughn...
oh, yeah, it was originally going to do X-Men 3. He departed, right?
Yeah, so yeah, Matthew Vaughn was going to do X-Men 3, and he felt pressured because of the limited time, so he left. Brett Ratner came in and executed the job, but a lot of us don't feel like X-Men 3 was all that, especially compared to X-Men 2, which is still one of the best X-Men movies to me. You know, Catching Fire, Francis Lawrence is used to working like, hey, I got to do a music video, I got to pop these visuals out, what's the next setup? Let's do 80 setups in a day. So he's a monster, and bring him an incredible script, and amazing producers, great cast, we get an incredible film like this. So I think it all depends on who the director is, and there's nothing wrong with Gary Ross saying, yeah, I agree, you know, hey, I can't do this, but other people could step in and they got the right guy. So
yeah, it's all about style, and I think the key thing here is I don't know that it breaking box office records proves that you can fast track. I believe the fact that it was an amazing film, a really high quality film. But I also hesitate to say that Catching Fire was fast tracked. I mean, at some point, somebody started to believe that doing a film in 2 years was rushing. And it's not. It's just not. There's this fairy tale make-believe world that there were people see anything short of 30 months as being fast-tracked and rushed. No. If a script is done, and it, you know, we go all types of analogies about how fast you can do a script, you know, whether good or bad, whatever, but these are all professionals who do this for a living. They know how to create their films and do their jobs, from the gaffers to the lighting people to everything. People know how to do their jobs. And yeah, you don't want to do it in 5 months, but they didn't fast track it. But I think, Dennis, you hit on it exactly. I think it all depends on the style of director. Some directors' styles will require them to do things at a different pace and take a little bit longer. Nothing wrong with that. And if Gary Ross knew that for me to do my best work, I need this amount of time, then he should have walked off, and I think it's good that he did. Lawrence can go in and say, hey, look, if you give me too much time, I'm going to overthink it and ruin it. This is my type of window. Then great, and then we get this type of a movie. So, yeah, films don't need 3 years to get made, or else they're rushed. So I don't know where that's coming from.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.